What's up, everybody? Welcome to the market update for Las Vegas, Nevada from October to November 2024 here in Las Vegas. I got to tell you, multi-month declines. That's what I'm going to talk about. Inventory. Where is the inventory at? Rates. What's happening with the interest rates? The cooked books by the government and the crash ahead. Yeah, I got a little bit of thought on that too. So before I get into all that, first of all, I want to let you know that I'm Rob Howe and I'm all about houses and you. So now you know how to sell or buy a home in Las Vegas, Nevada. But one thing I got to ask you, I know a lot of you are watching these videos because you're coming to Las Vegas. You're about to move here. And I want to know how it's going in your area. Tell me how it's going in your city, state, town. I want to know if you're having trouble selling your home or if you're hearing that you might. Certain areas I'm seeing that, yeah, it's a little tougher. And I'm wondering if the train is getting held up at the station. So let me know what your thoughts are. What's happening in your area? California, I might be talking to you. Now moving on to what this video is all about, which is a update in what's happening in Las Vegas, Nevada. So check it out. These are you're gonna want to expect this multi-month declines in the median price. We had one last month. It's going to happen again. This probably shortly after this video's out. I'll be talking about where the numbers landed for from September to October, and you're gonna see that there was a decline in the median price and the inventory. This is the story, folks. It's always a story. That's what is changing things here. We had numbers that were about half. They were half of what they are. Not about. They were half, because we have now reached 8,138 properties on market as I'm filming this video right now. That is a big increase, and we're seeing it increase more. I am also seeing a little bit more buyer activity, just a touch more, but it's not enough to take up the inventory. And some of that inventory is unfortunately junky, but there are some sellers that have some great properties. And if you're a buyer, this is all should ring nicely to your ears, because, you know, well, some people think all this stuff is going to turn into something really, really bad. I'm going to talk about that next. But look, I think that where we're at right now could be the zone for buyers for quite a while, especially if rates continue to drop. We know that they dropped them a half point. That is the Fed when I say they, but that was already priced into the market. So the rate drop was already priced into the market, and you're not seeing like rates suddenly be super, super low or get, you know, that half point. They didn't just drop off. That was already priced in. It's like the mortgage and bond market already knew that was going to happen. So we're not going to see it go up, but we're also not going to see big declines in the rates, at least not at the moment. And so as I look forward, if the Fed decides to lower rates more, I think by springtime, we could be seeing a very pleasant seller's market. Again, we could actually see a restart here where, you know, we haven't been seeing that right now. So as a buyer, that tells me that my time is now. I can get in while sellers maybe are willing to give me a little bit more on the back end, such as closing costs and things. So you might want to keep that in your mind when you're buying out here. And of course, if you're looking to buy and you want to have a great time doing it, well, you're looking at your guy right here. I can help you buy a new home or a resale home. Resales might be quite a deal right now. I want to talk about something that's kind of wild, but the cooked books. I'm seeing the books being cooked. I've had some YouTubers that I've been watching that I trust thoroughly that have talked about this as well. When the government has been releasing the numbers, we're seeing that these books are cooked. The numbers are not making sense, okay? And the thing about that is that they revise the numbers later. All right, so right now we're seeing that the labor market suddenly looked like a big surprise in that labor market. And now, does this mean something scarier when I say this? What are they hiding? I really think that we're talking about an election year, but some people think that they're worried about bigger problems, which would mean, is there a crash ahead? Well, I don't think so. I don't think in the immediate future, or I don't actually think for quite a while that we'll see any kind of a crash As a matter of fact, we could see what some have dubbed a melt up, because if these rates keep getting lowered, you could see prices, especially in the housing market, go up. Okay, it'll get easier for people to buy, and then there'll be more people buying, and then you'll have a little bit more of a frenzy again. We could see that spring selling season really light it up. So that's what I think is going to take place more than anything, more likely certainly than any kind of crash ahead. And so what you can expect if you're a seller, maybe it's going to be a little tougher to sell your home, but price it right, price it to sell, and I don't think you'll have all that much trouble. I think everything that's priced right sells. It's been proven for my 15 years in this business. So, let's get that property out there and priced right, and then I think you won't have too many problems. If you're looking for, the sky, yeah, then maybe you're in the clouds about what you think you're going to get and what could be possible for your property. So just be careful, price it right. I think sellers, you're not in a terrible position, but you just don't have nearly as much buyer activity right now. And that creates an issue for you if you're overpriced. You're not in this market where there are, far fewer listings than there are buyers. Okay, there's actually far fewer buyers than there are listings. So that's a little dicey. And if that continues to be the wrong way, then, you could be sitting on market for quite a while. You don't want to do that. And if you want your best time to sell, a lot of people ask me, well, what's the best time to sell? Well, maybe right now or springtime. Springtime might be the time to think about putting your property on the market. So I hope I've made this video as simple as possible for you, just to get a grip on what is happening in Las Vegas, Nevada. Buyers, this is your time to take advantage. That's something I'm just going to keep saying probably for at least the next couple of months, maybe through the end of the year. Of course, I will be updating you on more as it happens. And the only thing I'd like you to remember, and remember forever and ever and ever, is that I'm Rob Howe, and now you know how to buy or sell a home in Las Vegas, Nevada, because I'm all about houses and you. Folks, the last thing I need you to do, the very last thing, is have a wonderful day and week. See you on the next video.